Hey y'all, I wanted to come back and do a part two because I didn't add something to that webinar that I'm going to be adding in my upcoming webinars, just because I feel like it's important. And these are action words that you can use when you're creating your resume or updating it. And these are words that you typically would see in a job description, or they also show how you're, you're results driven, how you are action oriented, and how you are always, engaged or forward thinking, or some words like that that show action. And basically, that's what I'm trying to convey, is that you're an action taker. You make things happen. And that's the type of people companies want to hire. So I want to go through, I have a list of, I think it's 19 to 20 words. And I was just thinking about these as I read resumes on a daily basis. So let's get into this. And if you're not subscribed, please subscribe, click the button below, and click the notification button so you'll know when I have new videos coming up. I'm just sharing as much knowledge as I can to help you out as we kind of open this new world and you get back into the workforce, because ultimately you're going to need something to set you apart. In my webinar, I share this slide where it shows that there's 22 million people out of work. And this was shared by Forbes. I think it was April 6th. I think that's the date on the slide, and I'm going to have to update that for upcoming workshops. But in order to set yourselves apart, you need to stand out, and you have to find ways to stand out from everybody else. So let's get into these words. So again, I'm not going to give an example for all of them. I'm just going to share the words, and if I can, I'm going to also put them below so you'll know. And here are the words. So this is when you're creating your experience and showing your work history, and you're creating that bullet, as I mentioned in my other video, and I'll put that somewhere over here or over there, so you can watch that. The first word I have on here is conducted. The next word is acted. The next word is streamlined. And what you want to do is put these as the first word after your bullet. So it can be like streamlined. Streamline since I'm a recruiter, streamline the recruiting process for the team, and saved X amount of percentage of time, from day-to-day tasks. You clean that up, but you get the gist of what I'm trying to say. So streamline, that's an action. That's something action-oriented, and it shows that I'm engaged. I'm taking action, and I'm also collaborating with my team, or thinking about how to make processes better and a lot more efficient for the team. So I have conducted, acted, streamlined, established, executed, delivered, successfully. Successfully is a good one, because you can really do a lot with that word. So successfully streamlined a process, or successfully saved the company $20,000, $30,000 or whatever, or what have you. I talk about that also, the numbers in terms of resume in my other video, if you haven't seen that. And so successfully is a good word. The other words are utilized, averaged, invested, partnered. I use that a lot. I like that word, partnered, because that shows, it tells a lot. It shows that you are collaborative. It shows that you know how to go across the lines, reach across the lines whenever you want to work with another team, that you don't have a problem doing that. You know how to reach across the aisle. That's what I'm trying to say. And that you are knowledgeable in collaborating with other teams, and that's something that you've done in prior work experience. So that's another good word. The other words I have is created, actively, assisted. Assisted is another widely used word as well, and you'll see that in job descriptions also. the ability to assist the leadership team, or ability to assist the manager with XYZ, or ability to support XYZ. So you want to have that word somewhere peppered in your resume as well. The other words I have is represented. That's a good word to use if you were selected for something. So I was selected to represent my team as part of a certain initiative. So you can use that word as well. And that kind of showcase and that highlights something you can brag on, basically. Something that you have done as part of your work experience. Other words are involved. Excuse me. Involved, if you're involved in a project, or involved with the leadership team for helping something come about. Other words I have, the last three here, is facilitated, identified, or generated. Now, again, you take these words and you do with them what make them fit into your area of expertise, but you can see you get the gist of kind of what I'm going for here. And all of these are what I call action words, and there's so many more. I was trying to write 20, this is 19, but there's so many more. But you can also look for action words in the job description. So for whatever position that you're applying for, look for those action words, and then take that word and tweak it so it can fit in your resume somewhere. And those words stand out, they pop out. And I talk about in my other video that I was telling you about, I talk about the video before this, I talk about those words and how to format them on your resume. So take these words. There's other words that you can use. Again, just look at the job description and you'll see them. Now you'll notice. It's kind of like when you buy like a white car, you start seeing white cars all over the road. But the same thing for this. Now when you look at a job description, you'll start to see these action words that you can use in your resume. And again, it just shows your ability to be an action taker. You know, that you are results oriented, results driven. You have a passion for being having results. So this is something I wanted to share. I am going to use this in an upcoming webinar. It'll be a lot more cleaner than I'm doing on this video, but I wanted to share and give it to you all. I'll write these 19 words below so you'll have them. But again, go and look at that job description for the job that you're applying for, and look for these words and do your best to pepper them throughout your resume. So I hope this was helpful. Please subscribe. Again, I am going to upload videos. I don't have a specific day. It's just whenever I'm feeling the vibe. You know, I want to do this every week because as you can tell, I'm passionate about this. So I'm just going to post. It definitely will be weekly. It may be 2 or 3 times. So I'm not going to, just lock myself into one time or whatever. But yeah, hit the notification button and you'll know when I upload videos. So thanks for watching and make it a great day.